Hello and welcome to marketing91.com. In this video, we are going to cover the topic on response hierarchy models. Response hierarchy models typically have three stages: cognitive stage, affective stage, and behavior stage. In this video, we are going to discuss four models: the AIDA model, hierarchy of effects model, innovation adoption model, and information process model. Let's look at each one of them briefly. Starting with the AIDA model. The acronym AIDA stands for Attention, Interest, Desire, and Action. The AIDA model is used in marketing that illustrates the stages a buyer goes through in the process of purchasing a product. The model was developed by an American businessman, Elmo Lewis, in 1898 and has utilized since the late 19th century. The primary goal was to optimize the communication between the seller and buyer concerning the product. Now let's look at each one of these components of AIDA model briefly. First, attract attention. Catching customers' attention is a crucial step for any company as it initiates its very first interaction. This is done by use of marketing elements such as images, color, design, typography, size, celebrity association, etc. Example: use of mascots, furniture designed in a stunning way, a spectacular YouTube clip, a theme magazine, or the graphics on a landing page. Next stage, maintain interest. In the first stage, the attentiveness of potential customers is scattered. The major goal here is to arouse their interest in the company's offerings. The consumers are given detailed information about the product. For example, the information about the product on a website, a product brochure or flyer, pictures, etc. Next, create desire. When the customer develops an interest in a product, it then becomes the marketer's responsibility to further convince the customers to own their product. In the best situation, the promotional campaign or the product itself is so attractive that it by default generates a desire to purchase. For instance, the seller presents clear information about the benefits of the product or service considering the daily lives of the target group. And finally, the last step, take action. When customers develop a desire to purchase the product, it should be converted into action, which is the actual purchase. Example: for online shops, taking action would finally be the shopping cart process where the lead customer is actually converted. The customer here is prompted to buy the product with a call to action. Moving on to the next model, hierarchy of effects model. The hierarchy of effects model was founded by Robert Lovich and Gary Steiner in 1961. This model implies that there are a total of 6 steps involved right from viewing a product advertisement to making the final purchase. This model adjusts as hierarchy as the number of customers reduces when moving from one stage to another. A lot of effort goes into taking customers from the awareness stage to the final purchase stage, and not necessarily everyone buys the product. Thus, initially there may be a lot of customers that see the product ad, but not all make the purchase. Therefore, firms necessitate ensuring that they put their best efforts to converting lead customers. It is the advertiser's job to boost customers to go through all 6 steps of the model and make the final purchase. Now let's look at the stages briefly. Awareness. Advertising is a major reason how customers are exposed to the brand and thus increasing awareness about the same. It is a tough step as there is no guarantee that customers become fully aware of the product. On an average, an individual comes across many advertisements each day but only retains the brand for a little time. Next step, knowledge. After awareness, the customer starts to learn more about the product through various platforms such as the internet, retail advisors, brochures, and product packaging. In this ever-developing digital world, an advertiser's role is to make sure that the product information is easily accessible at the touch of a button. Next step, liking. As the name suggests, this step is all about making sure that the customers like the brand's products. It's an advertiser's job to market strong features of the brand to encourage the customers to like the product. Next, preference. Consumers may like multiple products at a time but could end up purchasing only one product. Advertisers at this step aim to get the customer attention only on their product, disregarding the competition. They do so by highlighting their brand's advantages and the USPs to help consumers to distinguish it from others. Next, conviction. Advertisers at this stage only focus on instilling the desire in the customers to purchase the product by allowing them to examine or sample the product. For example, brands invite buyers to take a test drive of their chosen car or give them free food samples. Doing this convinces buyers that the offering is safe to purchase. And the final stage of purchase. After going through all the above stages, the marketer wishes that the customer purchases the product, and for that, the process must be quick and straightforward. Or else, customers get impatient and walk away without the purchase. For example, different types of payment options motivate purchase while a complex and sluggish website inhibits purchases. Moving on to the next model, Innovation Adoption Model. This model has 5 stages. First, awareness. Awareness is the first stage of this model. At this stage, the customer becomes brand aware via various advertising campaigns. It is a phase where the brand or product knowledge increases in the market and stimulates interest in the potential customers to gain more understanding and information about the product. In this stage, customers analyze and attempt to understand better about the product that spurred interest in them. Interested customers actually gain hands-on experience by trying the product before arriving at the final decision to purchase the product. This is a decisive stage of the innovation adoption model where the buyer accepts the product and finally purchases it. And moving on to the last model, Information Processing Model. Cognitive psychologists use this model to explain the thinking process. The model implies that the human mind is just like a computer. It takes in data, organizes it, and stores the information to be revisited later. There are 6 stages in this model. First, presentation. It is one of the primary stages where the buyer becomes aware of his demand and seeks a product to satisfy his need. Second, attention. Being the second stage of the information processing model, it is all about seizing the customer's attention. Third, comprehension. At this stage, consumers compare and assess different products of diverse brands that are available in the market to determine the product that matches his requirement. Fourth, yielding. It is the stage where the customer decide what they exactly want and products that balance their want to its specification. Fifth, retention. The stage after yielding is called a retention stage where the consumer recollects fundamental characteristics and attributes, the benefits and all the positive aspects of the product that he is trying to purchase. And the final stage, behavior. Behavior is the final stage of the information processing model where the procurement of an offering takes place. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to all the response hierarchy models. These are some of the sources and links referred to for the content in the video. If you've liked the video, do subscribe to our channel. If you want to view these videos in an organized manner, you can visit freecourses.net, where all our videos are arranged in the form of courses. Thank you and see you in the next video.